Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Uganda National Cultural Centre, we welcome you all to this online show. We begin by encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen, to keep putting on your masks and sanitize and social distance wherever you can, because we want you alive and we want to fight COVID-19 together. I beg your indulgence to remove this mask so that I can communicate much easier with you tonight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome to the Uganda National Cultural Centre online. This is yet another edition of the UNCC at Home that streams from the Uganda National Theatre. We thank you for the support. We thank you for subscribing to our UNCC YouTube channel, that is Uganda National Cultural Centre channel. Subscribe, share, and like what we share with you so that you can get the notifications of what we share with you every Friday. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored, we are privileged to be celebrating an icon in the name of Jimmy Katumba. Jimmy Katumba is a renowned and celebrated pop star. Uganda's Jim Breves, as some of you call him. He passed on in 2006 in August. That is 14 years ago. And as the Uganda National Cultural Centre, we have decided to celebrate him tonight, to celebrate his works, because he made a contribution to the music industry in this country. And to celebrate him, ladies and gentlemen, we have decided to bring the 2016 tribute concert that was done in this very space at the National Theatre, where Jimmy Katumba had planned to launch the album. But before that could happen, he passed on. That was on the 13th of August, 2006. The friends, family, and the corporate bodies like the Nile Breweries decided to support this concert to happen. 2 weeks after his burial, the concert happened. Like we say in art, the show must go on. That show went on. And for it to go on, the son of Jimmy Katumba, Roland Katumba, graced this stage, stood in the feet of his father, and performed some of the songs that his father was to perform. It was well received. A good number of musicians and artists joined the family, joined the tribute, and we had a wonderful concert that you're going to experience today. We want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we believe you will have a wonderful time here at UNCC at Home. Before I go, ladies and gentlemen, guess who has joined us in the audience as we social distance in the auditorium to watch this concert?
Abantu lwaki tetuyiga ekintu kyolina lwaki okigaya ngero kizanyisa ngero kigalabanja kimala kukuvaako olwo n'ozuukuka emirundi egisinga nga tekikyadda nate emirundi egisinga nga tekikyadda nate emirundi egisinga nga tekikyadda nate.
Tonight we are very privileged to have in our midst the son of legendary Jimmy Katumba, that is Roland Katumba, to share with us the experience of his dad as a musician here at the Uganda National Cultural Centre. And in the same vein, we also have musician Diplo Segawa Katumba, also to share with us the moments that he shared with Jimmy Katumba. Roland, welcome to the Uganda National Cultural Centre.
Thank you very much.
It is a pleasure having you around.
I'm blessed to be here.
Amen. Now, Roland, would like you to tell us about Dad, because a good number of us, we know him as a musician. We only met him on stage, but you met him as a son. He was your father. Share with us the memories that you have of your dad as we celebrate him tonight.
Well, he was both the musician you've said, and he was a father too. I got a chance to see both sides of the coin. Yeah, he could be tough if he chose to. But eventually, we all grew up to be what we are today, thanks to him.
Wow.
Yes.
Diplock.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure having you.
And my pleasure to be at the National Theatre.
Good.
Yeah.
What are your fond memories of Jimmy Katumba?
Okay, I was a bit lucky. I was born in a musical family, and I came to know Jimmy Katumba way back around 1972-73. His father was a clergyman. He was called Reverend Katumba. My father was a headmaster. He was called Benjamin Katumba. So we grew up listening to songs of Jimmy Katumba when he was singing with Escato's Brides, led by my cousin brother, Segawa Abe Chibalama. So they used to sing from the 60s, and we used to listen to their music, the gospel music, every Sunday evening on our radios. And later on in 1972, my elder brother Benon brought us to National Theatre here. Jimmy Katumba was singing with John Dixon. He was playing the organ, and Eli Wamala was singing. They had another group, Prijoli Trio, if I recall well. It was from Bugema Secondary School. Wow. So we attended that performance in National Theatre here around 1974-73. Then later on, Jimmy Katumba visited our family home in Ikaba B, and from then he used to share with us, even in our town home in Indeba, because at that time I recall he had formed a group called Light Bearers. So our home was a family choir, so he could get all the voices, tenor, alto, bass, and soprano. So he could always come in the evenings to arrange the music before he could teach that music to the Light Bearers. Wow. And then after that, he formed the Ebons. Certainly, he's one of those people who mentored me.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you can attest to who Jimmy Katumba was. Now, this particular show that UNCC is streaming on our YouTube in celebration, in commemoration of Jimmy Katumba, was a show, it was a tribute concert in honor of him in 2006. And I've learned that Jimmy Katumba was set to launch this album, but unfortunately, he passed on before the concert would happen. But the family decided that this must happen. So Roland stood in the feet of his father, in the shoes of his father, to do this. Would like to know that experience, Roland. How was it to, 2 weeks after the burial of Dad, and then you have this concert in August in 2006? How was that? I mean, because I can imagine that situation. Tell us, share with us.
His shoes could never be filled. He was a class apart, always. And it was quite an experience.
Wow.
Yes.
You sang some of the songs in that album.
Yes,
Had you rehearsed them? Were you performing with your dad?
No, I wasn't performing with him, but I knew the songs by heart, and
wow.
I could go to some of the shows every now and again.
And how was it? How did the people receive the songs? You were on stage there. We are going to see you in a few minutes from now, and the audience was here. What was the reception like?
Well, the people have been very nice to us, and for that I'm very grateful. I want to thank everybody out there. You know, they were my dad's friends, and Daddy was their friend too. Yeah, he was a people person. He really liked people, and they liked him. Wow. And they've been good to us. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Wow. And well, it was an experience like no other.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You can imagine.
But eventually we went through it. It wasn't easy, but we did go through it.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear that 14 years ago, when this tribute concert was done, no other tribute concert has ever been done in honor of Jimmy Katumba. And to us, it's a privilege it's a challenge, and it's an inspiration at the same time that Uganda National Cultural Centre is going to take this on as a program, as a project, so that we remember, we celebrate the works of the icon. You cannot talk about music in this industry in Uganda and you leave the name of Jimmy Katumba. So to that, we want to thank you very much, and we want to thank the family that are going to work with us in making this dream and project come true. What is that last fond memory you remember of your dad as we remember him today?
Well, Daddy was just like any other daddy here there. He would worry about us. He would, get angry with us. But here there, we went through that. I remember one time I had just started working. I went to visit him, just like, any other son would go.
To visit the parents.
Yeah, I did. I found him standing at the balcony. Then I came, I packed my thing there, and...
What did you park there? You're saying,
Well,
I think.
he
Was
looked
it a
at
bag?
me.
What is it exactly?
He looked at me.
Uh-huh.
He looked at that thing.
The thing you parked there?
Yes.
Okay.
He looked at me again, looked at the thing, turned, and went into the house.
Okay.
I followed him. I was like perplexed.
Dear Dad, are you
Wondering.
happy that I'm here?
Let me just change to the language we used.
Yes.
He asked me, "Omanji batunda KC?" I was like,
KC.
really? I was kind of perplexed. KC? Nemubuuza, olina omwana gw'otwala ku ssomero? Kubanga bazitunda buli wamu. Si KC.
Hey.
Meaning a coffin.
Keesi zino ziba ziikamu abafu.
Hey, sanduku.
Nga,
Coffin. Okay.
wafiiriddwa oba nina omwana wange gwe ŋŋenda okuteeka mu kibokisi ekyo yakiyita kibokisi
Yes.
kigenda kunnuma nnyo naye ŋŋenda muteekamu muziike kubanga ekintu ekyo ky'ojjiddeko ekyo kigenda kukuteeka mu kibokisi.
I see where you're going.
That
Yeah,
was
I
his
know.
concern.
And from that time, I've never ridden a motorcycle again, ever. So I listened to him and I gave up
So
motorcycle.
the thing that you parked there was a motorcycle.
Yeah,
What's
250 cc.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
a very heavy bike.
Monster.
Yes.
Wow. So from that moment,
No more motorbikes.
which year is
from-
this?
This was around about 2000.
Like 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
Early 2000.
Almost
yeah, yes.
20 years ago.
Yes.
You are
that's right.
on this.
Yes.
Okay, Edwin Mkalas has had.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, wow. And you've not done that.
No.
So you see how the parent,
Get
artistically,
concerned.
yes,
Yeah.
is concerned.
Concerned about the health.
Yes.
And the
then
safety.
he says a coffin. Who wants
But
to die?
I was lucky. Even when I graduated onto motor cars, I packed, went to see him. He went out, said, "What is that?" Said, "I bought a car." Said, "Oh, okay." Entered the house. Then told me, "You know what? Leave those car keys on the table and go." I left them there. And I boarded a taxi and went to work. And for 4 days,
You didn't have a car?
After 4 days, he called me. Hey, Sebo gwe, ekimotoka kikyaggwamu amafuta tekikyangasa kinone let an over ne breakdown. I went home. I looked at the car. He had filled the tank to maximum.
Wow, what a parent. Very kind, very generous.
I said, "Thank you, Daddy." I drove off.
So those are the memories.
Yes.
He was
those are-
very, very
Kind and
generous.
loving.
Yes, he was very loving and very generous.
Wow. Uncle Diplock, your last word before I now finally close it with Roland. because we'll be closing this. Yes.
All I can say, I was unlucky. I wasn't part of this performance because I was out of the country, even by the time he passed on. All I can say that get the message in the song we sang first. Sit back, relax, enjoy the performance.
Thank you very much. Roland,
Yes.
today, what are you doing? The world is interested in knowing what is Jimmy Katumba's family up to? Where are you? What are you doing? I'm glad that you're here at the National Theatre today, but who are you? What are you doing? The world is interested in knowing.
We talk about legacies, we talk about
Your work.
what a child can benefit from the father or the mother. My dad did something very important in my life. He took me places. I went and studied computing. I went and studied art in Pretoria, Germany, and I was lucky, and that is what I'm feeding on right now.
Wow.
I have a graphics company, Fourth Dimension.
Fourth dimension.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm doing graphics, very good
Thank you.
graphics, yes.
Wow.
I'm merging art with computing.
Computing.
And
Wow.
it's a good,
Now, we're going into the show. And can you pull up your masks, everybody, so that we put back our masks because we can watch this performance as we have the masks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that we keep safe. And here at the Uganda National Cultural Centre, we encourage you to put on your mask, sanitize, and put on a mask wherever you are. And we put back our mask, and we are good to enjoy our show. Thank you. Have a wonderful experience.
ekageza okusala oluguudo engombe z'emmotoka zikavugira ne zikasula kayimuka wooka wenyera ne kalongoosa obuzira kagenda mu maaso n'okuyiya oluyimba lwako abaana ba Uganda tukuzizza nnaku tuli mbongo ze tulabye basinga kuva ku masanyu endwadde ne ziruma ezitutta tetula bamama bonna bonna era n'abalina bamama masaba mukabawo. If you could see me now, the one who say that he would rather roam, the one who say he'd rather live alone. If you could only see me now, if I could hold you now, just for a while, if I could only hold you now, just for a moment, turn back the hands of time. If you could only hold you now, 'cause I've been too long in the wind, I've been too long in the rain. Take any comfort that I can. I've been looking back for the freedom of my chains, and lying in your loving arms again. Oh my.
Ewa mungu ni kule yuni chuza, kwa wali na nyawo ya kukuza.
enzungu nyenga radio kunokulira TV lalala
Jimmy Katumba
This what I'm living in. I have done for the things I shouldn't do. I must go bigger on the way. For good tell me where to stay. For good fun, happy days and all that's true. I've cruised the bridge, there is not a soul. I've cruised the bridge, there is not a bed. The sun will shine across the river. On the river bay, I'm not begging. All the footsteps I look, you could hear the voices ring. All namusuubiza okubu era ng'ekkeera ewalalayira obufumbo traini yasoobamu ng'eggumba atere kukula ng'esiya ekikkadeerwa nga driver kigize engombe yateekako n'ettaala okumulisa embaga yaabwe nga yesunga enkeera okudda okuwoza ekyategeerekeka ekyavaako entonda egaali y'omukka eragoseepaala yateekamu ssala ekinyuma kyekiwa bweyakifanya essaawa embanywa Jessica, get driver good data, Bambina Sava, Bamsitrum Trigo, Gura, Gorola, Wingo, Willa, Obaka Wata, Ugira, Amatwagi, Mayagi, Gokuasa, Yaka Yumbakake, Kinarizi, Mika, Winda Subiati, Maturivera, Sofia, Sigandoli wange tulisisikana mu kibuga ekitakubombasibula mwebale nnyo ninayo akange
kakekamu kubimba wenasoma obuyimba kaleweyo
Masima kukuna desitebaka no ngabulumu omwana omukwano simulabako ngabumenya omwana endekawalo
omutima gukubagana n'ebirowoozo efaava kyebitakwesonga njagala tukeero jasula musisikane akwenyeza omwoyo aliwananye okubisinga oyo mwagalwa Tukeyo erewana Yala muyaga kumuchineta Tekutise Oh, mukano wekutyo
Tukeyo chali omutima zekunuma nnyo njagala musisikaneyo kumule Tukeyo chali omutima zekunuma